So here are your options. Number one, you can test manually. And we have customers who are attempting to test manually. Each and every business process, end to end, every time we put out an update. And what we're finding is those customers are trying to run up a slippery slope. They're falling further and further behind because the load is just too much for them. Testing manually in a fast-paced, continuous delivery environment, it's just not working. Then you have some available automated functional regression testing tools. We have some customers and some partners using Selenium. Selenium, for those of you who are familiar with it, is an open source testing tool. Oracle does not provide support for Selenium. Because it's open source, you get your support for Selenium from the community. It uses cascading style sheet and XPath locators. The challenge with both cascading style sheet and XPath locators is they can change frequently. In fact, when we patch, when we update, they change. Quite a few of them change. So if you go the Selenium route, first you make this investment in writing your own test scripts, building your own test cases, writing your own test scripts. And then you have this significant level of maintenance. Because what you'll find is if the XPath locators change, the test scripts you've written no longer work. You have to go in and put in the new XPath locators. So there's a definite push up there. Then we have this tool that some of you may have heard of coming out of Oracle. It's called ART. And imaginatively enough, it stands for Automated Regression Testing. The way ART works is we have built an Oracle proprietary jar file that allows you to run Selenium within JDeveloper. And then you use JUnit to actually execute your tests and get the reports. The difference here, the big differentiator, is ART uses an ADF-rich locator. The ADF is Applications Development Framework. That's how we build our Oracle applications. And ADF-rich locators are much more persistent across updates than XPath locators are. So you can use this, build your scripts around ADF-rich locators, and you won't have nearly the maintenance that you do with XPath. There are two issues there. One is it's not generally available yet. And two, it still requires the investment of the user building their test cases and running their test scripts. We'll be giving you a tool. We're not selling it. It's going to be, we're going to give you a tool. But you're on your own to write your own test cases and test scripts. So it's really the do-it-yourself path. To be blunt, we have not seen much success with customers taking the do-it-yourself path. There's typically a high level of effort, and there's a high level of frustration. Then the other option is to go testing as a service. And when you talk to me about testing as a service, I continually point customers at Syneratech. And the reason I point them at Syneratech is you got the platform, you got the test cases, you got the test scripts. In fact, I'll let you in on a little secret. And I'll probably get my wrist slapped for saying this out loud, but I'm going to anyway. We use Syneratech for our own early release validation testing. So the good news is that by the time we put out an update, say 19B, that's going to start coming out here in a couple of weeks, they've already seen 19B. They've already run their test cases and scripts against 19B. They know what's coming. They know their stuff works. It's ready to rock. The other reason I'll recommend these folks is because we have already put them in with several strategic customers who are having issues with testing in particular. And in each and every case, they've done very, very well. I could probably spend the whole hour talking about success stories, but I won't do that here because Lavonya's got to get in some time. So we recommend them when customers come to us to talk about testing options. It's the same discussion that I'm putting forth here. We talk about testing manually, we talk about automated regression testing tools, and then we talk about testing as a service. And I will tell you point blank, the customers that are staying up with the innovation, who are getting the benefit of this continuous service delivery, who are frankly have the lowest stress levels when it comes to testing, they are customers who are using Scenario Tech.